welcome back to Big BR Show. That's 428 Chase on YouTube. And like I said, welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new, welcome in. And please like and subscribe. Well, everybody, my name is Bill. And I just finished up adding a new song to my series themed Location. And Location is a series of songs that includes some type of location in the song. Anyway, that I just finished up doing Skating Away on the Thin Ice of a New Day by Jethro Tull. But now I want to take a break from the music to go over a recent coincidence that I just experienced yesterday. And I guess to kind of build up to why I consider a coincidence, well, let me put it this way. George Carlin, reading from his book, he described the differences between a coincidence and irony. And I myself am guilty of saying, oh, that's ironic. When it really wasn't ironic, it was a coincidence. And I've done it, and I'm sure you have too. At some point or another, you probably said, "Wow, that's ironic," but it really wasn't ironic. It was just a coincidence. And like I said, George Carlin, he breaks that down. He defines the difference between a coincidence and irony. But like I says, I myself experience coincidences, seems like almost daily, off the wall stuff that is a coincidence. So I saw this article or piece of news yesterday. At least 5 killed after airdropped aid falls on them in Gaza. And though quite tragic, to me, it was a coincidence because this very thing happened in that George Carlin piece explaining or defining irony and coincidences. And that's why I call it a coincidence. But I also call it an unfortunate, an indirect prediction by George Carlin. And he'll explain that in this little piece that I'm about to play. Let's get into that.
Here's another thing. You hear this all the time. And believe me when I tell you, irony deals with opposites. It has nothing to do with coincidence. If two baseball players from the same hometown on different teams receive the same uniform number, it's not ironic. It's a coincidence. If Barry Bonds attains lifetime statistics identical to his father's, it will not be ironic. It will be a coincidence. Irony is, quote, a state of affairs that is the reverse of what was to be expected, a result opposite to and in mockery of the appropriate result, unquote. For instance, If a diabetic on his way to buy insulin is killed by a runaway truck, he is the victim of an accident. If the truck was delivering sugar, he is the victim of an oddly poetic coincidence. But if the truck was delivering insulin, then he is the victim of an irony. If a Kurd, after surviving a bloody battle with Saddam Hussein's army and a long, difficult escape through the mountains, is crushed and killed by a parachute drop of humanitarian aid, that, my friend, is irony writ large.
All right, so did you catch that? I mean, again, it's different circumstances, but it's the exact same thing. Ironically, these people were killed, from an airdrop of humanitarian aid. That's the unfortunate prediction. But the coincidence is, like I said, the fact that this happened, and my being familiar with that piece by George Carlin. And again, I mean, this was where he was reading from his book, Rain Droppings, which was released in 1997. So it just blows me away. It's almost like a prophet, or foreseer, or fortune teller. But it's again, no big deal, nothing special for this video. But I still wanted to share it because, I mean, it's just bizarre. And, I think George Carlin, throughout the years, has made some other predictions without any intention. But at any rate, tell me what you think. Are you guilty of calling a coincidence ironic? I mean, if you sit back and think about it, there's probably, again, like I said, at some point or another, you probably said that. Wow, that's ironic. When it was really only a coincidence. At any rate, y'all have a good night, and we'll get back to some music soon.